5. I know Kiriath said that he actually he had his own music get content claimed. Like music he made.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
This is, it's freemium.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. It just is what it is, I guess.
Does that mean that somebody claims that music belongs to them?
Yes.
Somewhere out there?
Yes.
Because like how would you two verify that? I mean, it's easy for like a big song.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there's real companies that are making sure people are very aware of what's going on. But I wonder how that works. I wonder if there's just a whole bunch of little nerds in basements who just claim music for the heck of it.
I have a feeling that I bet the artist claimed it.
Ah,
like maybe the song, because maybe the song's popular.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do.
I mean, it's no scheming weasel, but
right.
Honestly, if it was up to me, that would be the only music in our YouTube videos.
And that's why that's why it's not up to you. There you go. I always love it. I always love it. Sometimes in the script you'll suggest a song, and you'll often suggest that as the song.
Lucky Bat, ooh, ooh. Simon the Bottomized Monkey. Some sort of a image. Cassius Smith, hello. Dimitri.
It's a monkey.
Oh, it is a monkey. Petranko, who are the guys who are constantly downvoting these tutorials? You mean everyone?
It's me and my alternate accounts.
Ah. Cassius Smith, starting Necrons. Any suggestions, EOB? Well, all of the GW Start collectings come with a nice smattering of Necrons. The cheap one comes with just Warriors, Scarabs, and maybe a Lieutenant. And then the bigger version comes with Scorpec Destroyers. If you can go on eBay and get some stuff, then picking up the Necron half of Indominus is still pretty great. Usually you can get them for around $100, and that's a great way to get into it. Or the new Necron Start Collecting Battle grouping just came out. $140, a little pricey. Although if you get it from a friendly local game store or something, it'll probably be $120, and that comes with a good smattering of troops, HQs, and a Doom Scythe vehicle. So yeah, Necrons are in a really good spot to start right now.
Imagine an army getting an update.
Yeah.
That isn't Space Marines.
Space Marines deserve it. They're the guardians of humanity. And then the guard are over here. What are we?
Yeah.
Gee, Keaton, holy crap, I'm on time tonight.
Wow.
Corbin the Blood Angel, I had to stop by and say it was... what happens to the penis in Terminator armor? There's no room. Where is the dong room, GW? Where? I think there's enough room in the cod piece for the dong.
Dong piece?
Yeah, I mean, Space Marines do so much steroids that they probably have very small penises. So there's probably plenty of room in Terminator plate.
And there you have it, folks. Just in case you wanted to know that.
G. Keaton. Damn it, don't go there, my poor Eldar. Yeah, one of these days the Eldar have to get a little something, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Right, guys?
I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but...
No.
I mean, they got a tiny something. They got Jane's Air and the Howling Banshees in nice new plastics. Mm-hmm. And then that was it. That's one person. I feel like the Terminator armor is better than the normal Space Marine armor. Yeah, there must be more room in the Termi plate, which is what I'm painting right now. I'm a bubble. Yay. Damn, poor Marines and their small johns. Oh yeah, micro penis.
But, I mean, they do it to themselves.
Mm-hmm. Trying to do some wet blendage on this guy. It's a medium success.
Andy Crimson, hello, y'all. Tuning in while playing through some Stardew Valley.
Yeah. Get yourself a nice void chicken. You know what absolutely sucks ass in Stardew Valley? Fishing.
You don't like fishing?
Fishing sucks. No. You know what? You know what's 100 times worse than fishing, though? The combat. There should not be combat in Stardew Valley. In the mines, when you go mining, which you have to go mining more than you have to go farming, and the actual it's so jank, the combat system.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a normal game they have to make the combat system good because it's a fighting game, but Stardew isn't a fighting game, so the combat system sucks and you have to fight all the time. So I wish there just wasn't fighting in Stardew Valley.
So are you fighting stuff in the caves?
Yeah, in the caves there's monsters. I don't know if it's Minecraft levels of horrible combat. Ew. But it's pretty bad.
Nice. So it's no Terraria.
Oh god, Terraria's combat is amazing.
Ah, Andy Crimson, the combat system is a poor man's Zelda style.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
There's this annoying thing where you can only be looking and moving in cardinal directions and swinging in those directions, but the enemies move kind of crazily. And you have to arrow key and have the mouse pointed in the same direction, or else you'll swing in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Andy Crimson, it's not my favorite for sure. I mean, the regular mine that's on the farm is perfectly doable. You don't have. Eventually, you get the level 4 ring, and you don't even take damage from those stuff. But there's this other mine called the Skull Cavern, and that is just unbelievably hard. It's so hard, I suspect that they actually changed the game. You have to go to that cavern to get a material called it's the end game ore. And I feel like it was so difficult that they decided to just have you get it for free.
Interesting.
Because I could see people being like, I can't do the Skull Cavern, it's just too hard. I thought I was watching a Chaplain stream, not a pants stream. I mean, I'm working my way up.
You're starting from the bottom, rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Working your way up.
Andy Crimson, I'm very forgiving of any faults Stardew may have, mainly due to being mainly a one-man creation. Ah, that is impressive. But still sucks to suck.
Happy Heretic, well, I'm an idiot. Just tried to use water to thin my oil wash, and then wondered why it wasn't working.
Now I just have the scheming weasel stuck in my head. Do we need some stream beats?
Whoa. For some reason, no one's watching the stream anymore.
Oh no! It's iridium ore you're talking about. Yeah, it's iridium ore. Marco Rodriguez, hello. So the question, could you recommend how long to work with a loaded brush before it dries out? Having to rinse and reload. I don't know. Maybe a few seconds?
Isn't it
10 seconds?
Kind of a feel thing.
It is a little bit of a feel thing. I find one thing, I've been watching a lot of other painters, and they load up way more paint than I do. So I'm gonna try to learn to keep a little bit more paint on my brush. But yeah, I don't really. You gotta get a feel for it in your paints and your relative humidity in the air, and then you're gonna act accordingly. Yeah, like 5-10 seconds.
Flimbo the dude. Heyo, sorry I'm late. How dare you?
Kinuki notice, I didn't think the Skull Cavern was that bad, but I play co-op, so most things were a breeze. Well, what's confusing to me is, so there's a time cap on each day, and it's about 15 minutes. And if you get major penalties for not getting everything done in that gap, in that time frame, and there's 100 levels of the mine. I think there might be 120, and it takes like a few seconds to go down each level. So even if you had a perfect run and you fought no monsters and you just spent $100 million building doors so that you can just click, put down a door and then jump in, click, put down a door, jump in, click, put down a door, jump in, you're still going to waste most of your time getting to the lower levels of the mine before you can start to mine. So I don't know. I've watched YouTubers they just do it. Like, they're just down there. And I'm like, how did you get down there? They're like, yeah, make sure you have a good sword. And I'm like, I have the best one in the game. It's not helping. It's just time. There's no time to do anything. And the Skull Caverns are tough. Gotta play to your expeditions. Lots of high explosives and healing potions. Well, there's no time to use explosions, though. If you use explosions, you're not gonna find enough doors to get you where you need to go before the days run out. And he comes in. Now I want to paint a mini farm. Kinkinonas, someone made a guide on how to recreate the Stardew Valley farmhouse. Ah, neat. Corbin the Blood Angel. Any tips for painting chaplains? Got a jump chaplain to do this Saturday. He has 7 attacks, wounding everything on 2s because of the +1 to Blood Angels, and each of his hits is 5 damage +1 mortal wound on 6s. So he gets 7 attacks. So doesn't he have 4 base? And then maybe, well, no, because he's a chaplain, so he's using the Crozius. 4 attacks base plus 1 for the leader tactic. How are you getting all the way up to 7, Corbin? TK3 Prince, hello everyone.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
Andy Cribson. Also, Jay, doors show up as you mine. You're under rocks, hence explosions to clear it out. Yeah, but if it takes you 10 seconds to find each door by using explosions, that's still, you've wasted minutes before you've gotten enough levels down, because you need to get at least past 20 and more reasonably past level 40 to get to the good stuff.
That's my motto.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, what I do is I load up on coffees. I got super speed. I just sprint while placing mega bombs behind me, blow up every single rock, and then jump in the door. And even that takes too long. Jesse Nicoletti, I got no new models to build. LOL. I feel like I recently the last time I had to pick models for this stream, I think it was actually a little tricky. I didn't have anything like ready to rock that was kind of ready to go. So I'll have to
Anything that was ready to rock, that was ready to rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was too busy watching clips of Dwayne The Rock Johnson on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Right. I hate when that happens.
Mm-hmm. He's just so charming. TK Studio Prince. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe. You know you want to. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
Don't call me Shirley. I need your opinion, Nick and Jay. I want to repaint my first ever model to match the rest of the squad. I know you said to keep your first model.
I mean, you can repaint them. I would say just take a picture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And maybe, Sharpie under the base somewhere. This was the first model. Painted in, 2001 and then again in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish I had my first model, but realistically, there was no way I was just gonna say, okay, well, I'll leave this model on the shelf and then be one man short for my space for my models or for my army.
Right. Exactly.
Because I wanted to play. I didn't care that I'd one day have nostalgia for that crappy model.
I mean, we do have some very blurry photos.
Yeah.
So. Chicky Nugs. The Rock also has his own tequila brand, which is Have you tried it?
How could tequila tequila. Yeah, tequila's fine. At first, I thought you meant vodka. I'm like, vodka all is the same thing. Unless it's got like flavor sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
And Crimson, I just love the game. I love the game too. But I've just decided to give up on the Skull Cavern and get all of my points up really high so that Grandpa will just give me Iridium. Corbin. Also, I'm trying to date all the NPCs at the same time. I'm about halfway through. Corbin the Blood Angel. 6-3 base 1 for... okay, so how would it get the tax? Okay, so there's 6 base... plus 1 for litanies and 2... Okay, no, wait. 3 base plus 1 for litanies and 2 for blood angels. He has the Benedictions of Fury Relic and a Mastercrafted Relic that gives him a 5 damage total and on 2 and wounding on 2s. Interesting. Neat.
Quinones. Any hot takes on the new Star Wars rumors that Kennedy is there to stay and no new movies will be ever made again?
I mean, I assumed Kathleen Kennedy was going to stay because she's in charge, and there's definitely going to be more movies. So, every day there's ridiculous Star Wars rumors. Simon the Bottomized Monkey. I spend 22 hours a day on the official Dwayne The Rock Johnson, on the official Dwayne The Rock Johnson Clips. That's what his channel should be called, Johnson Clips. That's pretty good. Andy Crimson, oh no way, enough of me occupying your time with Stardew shenanigans. I'm gonna search for some mini farm stuff now. You mad lad, dating all the townsfolk. Michael Spitz, I don't know what Space Marine chapter to paint. I'm tired of Ultramarines. I mean, there's a lot of options out there. I think I can think of one really good video resource to watch, and that is the periodic table of Space Marines. Just let it run. You know what would be really great? Turn it to 2 times speed, and then just pause somewhere, and that's your new chapter.
Close your eyes and pause.
Mm-hmm. Because there's well over 100 chapters in that video, and the video is what, a minute and a half?
Mm-hmm. A highly underrated EOB video.
Oh, yeah.
Although I bet if we dropped it now, it would do this exact same. Do you think if we re-uploaded, it would be content claimed by us?
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Probably get content claim for music.
Yeah.
But not from the just generic piano music, from my voice.
Yeah, from your voice.
Spark Shark. Have you ever heard of Verge of War? They have an amazing robot shark dude that I want to paint up. Have you painted any of their models? I've never heard of this, but I'll have to check it out for the shark robot. Verge of War. Jefferson Thacker tips. Thanks for the great content. Ah, you're welcome.
Nice.
That's what we're here for. And we're making more of it all the time. It's been a long ass time today filming a little more.
Yeah. It's been a long ass time editing a video that got content claimed.
Yeah.
There we go. Willie, damn, I just assembled this exact figure, and after putting it together, I realized that painting it in separate parts would have been much smarter to do.
Yeah, it is one of those models where everything is covering everything else. Daniel Lopez, according to Kathleen Kennedy, they had source material to make new Star Wars movies. Yeah, I mean, they made new Star Wars movies even without material.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they'll make more movies, especially now that they've gotten out of the trilogy phase. They'll probably just make whatever, and I'm excited for whatever. Although I really do want more with Rey and Finn and the gang. I really, really like them, and it's kind of sad that we're already done with them. I think we could have a few more adventures.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should have. It's almost, when you really think about it, it's almost hokey that it's a trilogy. Like what? So Star Wars movies stories have to be told in threes? No more, no less?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty silly. Well, Rey will live on in your heart.
Mm-hmm. Rey Skywalker, thank you very much. I do like Rey. She's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Drop my brush.
How rude.
JSC Nicoletti, how to make missile launchers better, strap two together and give it to a guardsman. I don't think guardsmen, heavy weapon teams can take a missile launcher. Jefferson Thacker, there is and was no master unified vision for Star Wars, so I just enjoy the stuff that comes out for what it is. Yeah, I mean, it's just tales from the Star Wars world.
Mm-hmm. And that is the healthiest way to handle your content. Truly.
I think so. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to keep making new stuff, you just say, you know, these are new tales from the world. Daniel Lopez, Tales of the Jedi is a must but will never happen. I'm sure they'll make more Jedi stuff. XenoBQ, honky religions and trilogies are no match for a blaster and TV series at your side. You know what though? Star Wars TV I think is better than the Star Wars movies. The first Clone Wars I think is better than any of the movies. Maybe even better than Star Wars 77.
Wow.
It's really, really good. I like those characters, because the original characters, Han, Luke, Leia, Chewie, C-3PO, they're pretty basic. But the characters in Clone Wars, R2D2 is the really the true hero. Mm-hmm. But like the characters, they grow and change and they learn and they die and they Clone Wars is the best. Clone Wars is the best Star Wars. Peak. Mandalorian is also really, really, really good. It's your TV.
Love a good TV. Got a couple questions about why the dislike. Because there's a graphic. You're supposed to dislike the video.
Dislikes keep the channel running.
Exactly. We run on dislikes. You know
We
how
do.
America runs on Duncan? We ride on dislikes.
Who's checking the claim America runs on Duncan? I'm pretty sure the America runs on a combination of coal and other renewable energies.
Exactly. And Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, Doge now, but...
ZWQ, good old clean burning dislikes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They do burn clean.
Yeah, clean dislikes.
Michael Spitz, when is Jar Jar getting his own movie? I hope it's rated R. Jesse Nicoletti, I posted a pic of the twin-linked missile launcher on Discord. Twin link. Remember when twin linking was a thing?
Oh, yes.
When instead of getting the benefits of shooting two guns, it just shot a little better. You got to reroll, I think.
Yeah, I think it was a reroll, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely helped out vehicles by getting rid of that.
Mm-hmm. Ikino if you think about it, Jay gets more dislikes the more he talks about Star Wars. Although we haven't had any true haters recently.
No, yeah.
Last week we did though.
I wonder if disliking the new trilogy videos are starting to finally lose some steam. I wonder if we're gonna move out of the age of the angry fan and into the era of acceptance.
But what are we gonna be mad at now? We still have to be mad.
That's true. That is true. Maybe they can make a book.
What? And we can be mad at the book?
Yeah, we'll be mad at the book. Wet blending is hard.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're supposed to use two brushes, so maybe I have to try that.
Is one brush wetter than the other?
Well, you apply your paint with one brush, and then you swap out for a clean brush to push the paint around. Simon the Modernized Monkey. Jay, you keep forgetting about the Ewoks animated series, and the two Ewok movies are both horrible. Shadow Mink's Hobbies. Jar Jar movie would be the best snuff film I'll ever watch, and I'm okay with it. Michael Spitz. Games Workshop. Just redirect your anger. Yeah. Ooh, it's an interesting thing. I actually read the words that were on the page where they were showing off the new orcs, and apparently that's half of the new orcs coming out this year.
Oh my goodness. And the other half is pirate themed, right?
Maybe.
I wish. I mean, they already have some pirate themed models. Let's go all in.
Chicken Nugs, they canceled my Cara Dune series. Isn't she only in like 3 episodes of season 1? She might be in more in season 2. Xenobq, if we could harness even the tiniest bit of internet outrage expressed by dislikes as power, we'd be unstoppable. Edgar Gonzalez. Favorite Star Wars is still the animated movie between Episode 2 and 3. Ooh, that is a pretty sick movie. It's the 2D Clone Wars. Those are great. Kino Kanonis, it's hard to get mad at Star Wars when all they do now is put out young adult novels that include literal rocks as characters. I don't read a lot of YA novels these days, but
Really?
I bet if I was in high school, I'd get a kick out of them. Simon the Bottomized Monkey. Hey, Caravan of Courage is an amazing story of family and acceptance. What's Caravan of Courage? Zitaku, the new sister stuff has me excited. Oh, it has me super excited too. I'm getting the sister. I'm getting the mech suits, and the big mech suit, the big lady. I forget her name.
You got it right.
Yeah,
the big lady. Kinones. Nick is great, but Pirate Orc sounds like a Cromlech only army.
It does.
I disagree. I think they should make it in real. I mean, Savage Orcs barely make sense. That was quite a surprise.
Mark Vesson. Hey guys, just got back into the hobby since years. I just learned that the next 40k edition will probably come out before all the codexes get out for it. What about raging on that? Who knows? I kind of doubt it. That has happened in the past. I think 7th edition came out before all of 6th edition got their codexes. 9th edition might have come out before everyone got their 8th edition. But I don't think that they're going to restart it too soon. Because there's very few codexes out. And the codexes that are coming out are apparently very good. So they probably want the game to exist for a little while in the state where lots of the codexes are very good. So I think we're in a... I wish Games Workshop would just come out and say, hey, this game is going to keep... This edition will keep going for at least a few more years. The tricky thing is, games are not supposed to have constant edition changes. There's really only supposed to be one game. Games Workshop has got this weird thing where, I think like 2nd edition, when things really started to solidify for what 40k was, like 2nd and 3rd edition were like the same thing and they lasted like 10 years. And now we're getting into the thing where it's like a 3-year cycle, which is not good. Simon the Bottomized Monkey. Caravan of Courage is one of the Ewok movies. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, you don't need to watch those. We have good Star Wars movies now. Kino Kinonis, I don't think anyone expected Primaris orcs to be a thing. Well, we haven't seen their rules yet. Presumably they are something like a Primaris orc. But, orcs were gonna change a lot. I guess every single time I had said into the world, yeah, orcs desperately need a new boys box, I never really realized the new boys box was going to look different.
Yeah.
And I hadn't emotionally prepared for that.
Although they're pretty great. I mean,
yeah, they are pretty good.
They look awesome.
For me, I wish they were a little mechier. Although we haven't seen, maybe the box has options to build them a little bit more savage orcs or a little mechier.
Maybe that's the other box.
Maybe.
Whatever the other thing is. Yeah, because I would much rather have it be mechier. Love a good mech.
Michael Spitz. 14 editions came out before a new Kroot model came out. Yeah, but the Kroot still look awesome. I know there's a couple of other Kroot units that could use some help, like the Kroot Tox Rider Gunner, I think is still resin. But yeah, Tau could use a little love. Eldar probably should get the love first. Because some of their models are ancient. A lot of their models are ancient.
Brett McIntosh, why do you ask for a dislike? Because it's your duty, if you're watching the stream, to dislike the stream.
Edgar Gonzalez. Speaking of Star Wars rage, what's everyone's most infuriating story inconsistency? I don't know. That sort of stuff doesn't bother me that much. If it's interesting. I mean, Star Wars is a world with magic and good guys and bad guys. So I feel like it's not that crazy when things happen. And it's like anything is inconsistent if you just say that can't happen. Like, I know a lot of people were very upset with the Holdo maneuver when she crashes her ship into the Imperial flagship. And if you just say that sucks, it does. But I don't know, can you really say it's out of the question that hyperspeed is dangerous? I mean, Han Solo says it in the very first Star Wars movie. Jumping to lightspeed ain't like dusting crops, boy. We could fly right into a sun. Don't call me Shirley. Krieg. Good old Krieg. Michael Spitz. Corn Berserkers need to be in the ER right now. Corn Berserkers might be the oldest model Games Workshop makes.
Defcopta?
Ooh, Defcopta.
Pretty old too.
I don't know. Defcopta can't be 2nd edition.
No, I don't think so. It's rough though.
Mm-hmm. Happy Heretic. No, give Tau the love first. I want to hear the wailing of Eldar players. Jesse Nicolady. I think the Warp Spiders are pretty badass, even though they're old. That is true, although Artel W and another company called Wargames Exclusive both make really, really good-looking Warp Spiders. Krieg need an update. Krieg are doing fine. Well, I guess they're not, because I think Forge World has dropped them. But, yeah, I hypothesized that Krieg would come back in plastic as the new generic guardsman. Although that would have been quite a change, because Cadians had been the classic guard for so long, and everyone has a billion guardsmen. Like, all guard players have a billion standard Cadian guardsmen. It is hard to update stuff, because people already have stuff. Andy Crimson, someone did a lore-accurate video of the Holdo maneuver. Basically, the flagship broke itself up while the Imperial fleet was relatively untouched. Death by laser soon happened. See, I don't understand. Where is the lore coming from, though? Because isn't everything a little different in the movies versus the books versus the comics versus the TV shows versus the unofficial canon books versus the official canon books? Like, when did they say exactly what happens when a giant ship goes to light speed into another giant ship? Because everyone's like, oh, that's not how it works. How do you know?
Because I know. Because it doesn't make sense. Lucky Bat, space is fake.
Space is fake. ZNibQ, that was, maybe still is, a webcomic called Darths and Droids, and it addressed a lot of the plot holes as player character silliness. R2-D2 flying around in episode 3 was his player stepping into the GM. Ah, remember when R2 could fly?
That's my favorite R2.
Flying R2 is your favorite R2?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I like the R2 that was trying to steal the food from Yoda in Empire, and Yoda is hitting him with a stick. Oh, Ryan S. How large is the GW team when it comes to production creation? Over 100 people? It's probably like 4. They're all drinking tea.
Brett S. People complaining about the jump to Lightspeed are ignoring the 68,000 worst issues in that movie. Classic Brett S. response.
Marcus Vesson. Okay, thanks for your advice. I guess I'll play it anyway, but I probably should buy a complete 3rd edition. I probably should buy a complete 3rd edition on eBay to play at home with friends then. I mean, if you can get a 3rd edition starter set, holy moly, good for you. Those older editions go for a pretty penny nowadays because they're collector's items.
I don't know why people are so obsessed with Eldar. They had a range refresh in 3rd edition. Selfish much?
Yeah. What are those whiners complaining about? Coec 15324. Well, the part of the Holdo maneuver I didn't like is that it makes spaceships broken. If the Holdo move worked like that, then all space battles would be fought with unmanned ships, lightspeed ramming. Yeah, but I disagree because, number one, that was the biggest spaceship. It was called the Radis. That was the biggest spaceship we've ever seen the Rebel Alliance have. It is a massive, larger than Star Destroyer's spaceship. And the ship it was ramming was a squadrillion times bigger. I think it was like 9 times bigger than Darth Vader's Super Star Destroyer. And it didn't do that much damage. It destroyed like a dozen Star Destroyers. The debris cloud destroyed a dozen Star Destroyers. And it put a hole in the ship. But, I mean, they landed ground forces within the hour on the planet. So it really barely worked, and it took almost all of the resources of the Rebel Alliance to do that. So it seems like lasers and manned spaceships are still the way to go. I assume an X-Wing flying at light speed wouldn't cause the same amount of damage as a massive spaceship. I assume mass plays a big part of it. Kataku. Yo, Jay, I know you're a Black Templar guy, but have you ever considered painting up an Interrogator Chaplain? I think I own an Interrogator Chaplain. I'm not sure, though. I don't know if I want to go down the route of painting all chaplains, even the different color Space Marine specific chaplains. But maybe. There are a couple that are really cool, like the Jump Chaplain for the Blood Angels that has wings. That's a pretty slick model. It's gonna get a little crazy on this front leg.
Disco, off topic. How do you keep the super glue tip clean for assembling models?
I pretty much don't. What I really like is I like these little tubes. Each tube probably lasts 1 or 2 box of miniatures, and the tip stays reasonably clean for me. But by the time the tip is garbage, this is ready to be thrown away anyway. And then I break out a new one that has a beautiful fresh tip. That's why I stopped using super glue in big bottles, because the tip just becomes a big clunky mess.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Spitz. Will they ever update Space Marines is my question. Ultramarines have been needing an update since those heavy intercessors. Exactly. Really, that's what we should be working on.
Coec 15324. Fill the X-Wing with rocks. Make it weigh more.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Kino Kinones, people aren't upset about illogical things. People are upset about inconsistency. People are allowed to dislike things just like people are allowed to like things. See, I would flip that for me. I feel like inconsistencies don't bother me, but illogic bothers me a lot. Because, like, you want to know why your characters are doing things. But inconsistency is a harder one to pin down because I don't know. I mean, this is a world where aliens are just weird, are just stuntmen in masks. Like, I mean, I've played video games where things are a little different. I've read books where things are a little different. I feel like the inconsistencies you just have to chalk up to a work of fiction. And if they say, you know, this laser gun can't penetrate this grate that's in the bar, you just have to go with that laser gun can't penetrate that one grate in that bar. You can't be like, wait a second, I think lasers can penetrate that one grate in the bar. I'm referencing, of course, the Mandalorian. But like, you just kind of have to go with the thing that's happening, but you want to know why your characters are doing things. And especially in these newer movies that are much more character-driven, I think they've done a great job of showing us why characters do certain things. And, I don't know, I try not to get too held up on the, wait a second, how come, you know, spaceships explode and fall down in space? That don't make no sense. There shouldn't be any gravity. There should be no way for there to be fireballs.
XenoBQ, this will probably be the last time I'll catch a stream for a while. Got any hot takes for the road, Jay?
Oh no, hot takes.
Also, dentists are real.
I have a hot take. I think 40k does not need any new factions ever again, ever. I see every now and then people be like, "Ooh, they should add Scave and they should add Seraphon." Nope. No factions, no more factions for 40k ever. They already got too many. They do not need to add the Harud. They do not need to make the Kroot their own faction. Just flesh out everything you got, because they have more than enough.
In fact, they have too many.
Mm-hmm. Rollin' Corn. What about errand guy Mando running out of ammo? Basic world building. Did he run out of ammo? That's pretty great. You'd think he'd have some more in some pocket. Happy Heretic. Wrong. No. Oh, where'd it go? Wrong. No one is allowed to like things. No one is allowed to dislike things. Everything in life must be greeted with a collective meh. Michael Spitz. Good night, boys. I have something called a final tomorrow.
Never heard of it.
John Albers. Here's working on my new Battle Sisters. Been loving the channel. Thanks for the great basing tips. Nice! I want Sisters of Battle. Sisters of Battle are cool.
Send them over. Thanks for the donation.
Marco Rodriguez. I didn't give Warhammer Minis a second thought until I saw the Sisters of Battle refresh of last year. All of my Dawn of War memories came flooding, and now I have spent 2,000 euros with 8 armies. Nice. Holy cow, in a year. Good work.
Amazing. I mean, last year was a good year to get in.
Mm-hmm. Frozen Throg. Explosions do make some sense if there's enough combustion inside, no? I don't know enough about science. It might make perfect sense. I mean, the reason there's explosions is because it looks cool. Frozen Throg. Hello, by the way.
Thank you, notice. Hot take. 40k needs end times, and Games Workshop should start 50k.
Maybe or they come back with just the letter for the number for the letter D and then the letter K.
Yeah.
Some of the dude. What about the Emperor's Children Codex? Yeah, don't hold your breath. I don't think the different colors of Chaos Space Marines are gonna get codexes. Mark Vesson. Simon made a point. Why are there no Skaven in the future? Probably because they got eaten by the Tyranid. That's not real canon. That's just my head canon. Frozen Throg. Squats, though. No one cares about the squats. Nobody. Dwarves are lame.
Whoa! That's another hot take for you.
Ian H. Well, there is no Newtonian physics in Star Wars, and people accept that. I would agree and align with Jay's point. And Jay is also right for the first time.
Wow. Although, Aquino Canones, I think it's safe to assume Jay is wrong as a baseline.
yeah, that's pretty safe.
Yeah, we start with no, and then we work up from there.
Yeah. We start with a no, and then after a few hours of work, we get to a maybe.
And then right back down to a no.
Oh yeah. Steve, what about I would agree, but Zotes. Adam Hansen, expanding Kroot would be great. I love to see rules for an all Kroot detachment of army in the future Warzone type book, but I'd rather they stayed part of the Tau. I think they should add a lot more alien races to the Tau. I think that'd be cool. They could add the Harud, the Vespid, the Kroot. They should add a bunch more alien races into the Tau, and that's how they make the Tau super cool.
Are you saying that the Tau aren't cool?
They're fine. They're pretty cool. I like their mechs.
Mm-hmm. They're Gundams.
They're just Gundams. They are just Gundams. Mark Vesson, squats died because no more Imperium supplies. Roger Romero, what's your look on Star Wars Legion? Love Star Wars Legion. Never played it, but I own tons of the models.
And you already know you love it.
And I already know I love it.
Mm-hmm. And it's your favorite game.
Yeah, if the game is acceptable, it'll be my favorite game. Simon Bonabite's Monkey. Jay, that's racist. No, it's speciesist. It's okay to be speciesist.
Mm-hmm.
Brett S. 40k end times, then Age of the Emperor with 4 pages of rule and no points. Oh, the humanity, the rage would be delicious. Oh, when Age of Sigmar. When the very first Age of Sigmar rules dropped and they sucked. That was kind of great. I remember downloading them onto my phone way back in the day and being like, what? Whoever has the biggest mustache gets to go first? This is dumb. This is real bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, not if you had the biggest mustache.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be pretty sick.
Lucas Lepidus, any advice on painting models piece by piece instead of fully building it then painting? Well, I would definitely say to build it into as few pieces as possible, because every piece is going to give you take you a little bit longer. And then I'd suggest getting yourself these little cubes, or something similar to this, and some double stick tape. And that is a really, really nice way to hold the parts you're working on. Also, Star Wars Legion. See, I think there's a video where I talk about this particular setup. But yeah, 3M double stick tape and cubes of wood. Pretty cheap and works great as paint handles.
Exactly. And that one came with a free burp.
It did. Andy Crimson, I also thought the Astra Militarum should be mentioned in any new Tau stuff. Sell their guns on sprues, maybe fiddle with some things, but I'd love to see the Guavesa auxiliaries on the table. Ooh, that would be cool. It'd be great too because the Tau would have more current guard models than the guard. Because I guess the guard are just getting an extra upgrade sprue.
You know, it is. If if they're making a Cadian upgrade sprue in 2021, they may as well put Tau shit on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Put a bunch of random stuff on it.
Is this a grot? Yep. Roger Romero, do you have any videos on painting Legion models? No, although there were 2 streams dedicated to it. I don't know how exciting they'd be to rewatch, but they're out there. They're on. If you go to our channel, onto our playlists, you will see all live streams.
Exactly. Or if you go into the description, you can see there's past live streams, and you can click that link.
Ah, I'll take
you
it right to it.
All the live streams.
Yeah, I painted the. Here, right though. Before just to give you a little something on this stream, and because they're within arm's reach, I painted this, which is the speeder from Star Wars Legion, and I painted this, which is a stormtrooper on Dewback. And they both turned out really, really good. RGP, my favorite painting channel. Don't know why the live streams get downvotes. Well, because we asked for the downvotes. We get more downvotes than any other live streamer, painting streamer.
Exactly. Midwinter barely gets downvotes.
Mm-hmm.
Almost never.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he doesn't even try. He gets no downvotes. Roland Corn, do you have any of those McFarlane toys? If not, would you paint one? I don't know. None of them really jump out to me. Maybe the Big Sister of Battle I could do. I'm a little bit interested in the pop figure, because that seems like a quick, fun, easy paint thing. But the Necron doesn't look that good. The Flayed one doesn't look that good. The Primary Space Marine doesn't look that good. Maybe the Sister of Battle. Happy Heretic. Midwinter Minis, more like Lame Winter Lamies. Got 'em.
Wow. Well, apparently there won't be a collab between Happy Heretic and Midwinter. Oh, no. I won't tell anyone.
Mm-hmm. For a price.
Tramari. It's insane how expensive they got on Amazon. Might as well get one in real life.
Ooh, you know what I am kind of interested in? Those chibi figures. I don't know if any of them have made their way to America yet, but I kind of do want the little chibi figures to repaint. They look like fun. John Albert's tips for your future Battle Sister fund. Cheers.
Nice.
That's going right to the Battle Sisters.
Oh, yeah.
That'll pay for half a Zephram. Nice. I was annoyed. I heard that the Zephram, which are the Jetpack Sisters, are elite choices. Can we be done with making everything an elite choice? Like, obviously that should be fast attack. Clearly. They have wings, they go super fast. Like, what is the definition of an elite choice? Any model or any unit of any battlefield role ever? Boy, I am just massacring this panel of the armor.
Is any Warhammer YouTubers you think are faking it?
What, like not faking painting?
I think for Miniac, I think his wife does all the painting.
Yeah. Oh, isn't there a famous painter? Or no, there's a famous author like that, isn't there? Where the wife was actually the genius writer? I bet that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah. Clip that, send that to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he'll agree.
I mean, have we ever seen Miniac painting live? Have we ever seen that many times? I don't think so.
Yeah. It's all for show.
And speaking of for show, one more pants stream done. I think tomorrow we might start working on the trim.
Oh my goodness. Well, there you have it. So, we had a video out yesterday. We have a video out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Big old video. And we'll have another live stream at 9 p.m. tomorrow, Central Time. So join us for that one.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
End.